It's evident from one-man passion project Super Mega Space Blaster Special Turbo, there's a deep love of asteroids and geometry wars, but can it hold up to its standards, or is it setting itself up for failure? My name is James, you're watching the Xbox Hub, and this is a review of Super Mega Space Blaster Special Turbo. Space Blasters, as it shall henceforth be known, is a space shoot-'em-up, shmup for short, with upgrade systems, bullet hell elements, and different main modes to try out. The gameplay itself is a little slow, but overall very solid. I've since completed Save the Colony solo and achieved number 1 on the leaderboard for Protect Mother, so you can get used to the gameplay fairly quickly. The gameplay is one of the best parts about Space Blasters. As a love letter to old shoot-'em-ups, it does a great job with its gameplay. Furthermore, the content in this game absolutely justifies its price point. It has multiple single player and multiplayer modes. The main 3 single player modes are Protect Mother, Survival, and Save the Colony. Protect Mother is a mode where the bottom of the screen is taken up by the Mothership, a ship which regularly fires rockets and gives power-ups based on your combo in incremental amounts. You may choose which of the 3 main power-up types it gives you each time they are earned. Once the Mothership loses all its health, it's game over. This, like the other modes, is a simple yet fairly easily replayable section of gameplay, often lasting just a few minutes at a time. Survival does what it says in the tin. It tells the player their Space Blaster has limited fuel and a broken blaster system. This means you have to stay vigilant of 3 main things: your bullets, your fuel, and all the enemies on screen. If you last more than 4 minutes, which is more challenging than it looks, then you get to fight the final boss in order to win. You can get upgrades with in-game coins that make this easier, such as removing barriers at the side of the screen and adding a fuel tank when you're low on fuel. Despite these upgrades, the game never feels easy, just easier. The last single player mode, and my personal favourite, is Save the Colony. This is a mode reminiscent of Resogun, where the player aims to save a total of 33 characters in space and bring them home. Once this is done, you take on the final boss, who's the same boss as Survival. If all these conditions are met, you win. This is the easiest mode for beginners to start, but the hardest to finish. All of these modes can be played in single player, but the multiplayer modes also shine through. In one-shot mode, you get 1 bullet at a time and try to kill each other. Perhaps a strange similarity, but this reminds me of One in the Chamber from Call of Duty Black Ops, though perhaps with a little less screaming children. To the death mode is like a nice mix between Protect the Mother and Super Puzzle Fighter's fighting system. Both of these modes are a lot of fun until your opponent is bored of losing. Inevitably, with the good comes the bad. While Space Blasters offers a lot of modes and content for its price point, it does have some downsides. The sound design and art direction are very child-focused, and not in a way I personally appreciated during my playtime. This may be going for Nintendo-style family fun, but it more approaches the realm of a children's education flash game, with simplistic media design and odd, rabid-esque noises on behalf of the colony. These design choices are similar to the sample Unity game building toolkit, which is unfortunate as I'm sure the dev has put a lot of effort into them. The music is also limited and fairly repetitive to the point where, although it made sense to buy upgrades, I spent extra points just to get more songs to hear something new. In this sense, Space Blasters often works better when you listen to your own choice of music rather than that supplied by the game. The plus side is, you won't have to listen to the colony. Unfortunately, the art and sound design are very off-putting on a minute-to-minute basis. Furthermore, Space Blasters doesn't offer much to the table that hasn't been added before. The issue with making homage to a game is that it's hard not to feel similar to it. Whilst this game feels good to play, it's ultimately derivative in design. This, coupled with the art and music, often made me want to play just a different shoot-'em-up. Space Blasters does a lot of things well, especially given the price point, but ultimately, those great things are sullied by strange design choices and derivative design. If, from looking at this gameplay, these things don't get in the way of the experience, then you can't go wrong for the price, but I can't see myself going back to it very often. Nonetheless, I'm excited to see where this dev goes, as they clearly understand the fundamentals of game design and how to make a game feel good. Pros this time around are solid gameplay, a lot of content, and a great price point. The cons, on the other hand, are derivative design, inappropriate art choice, and simple and often annoying music. For these reasons, I've decided to award the game 3 out of 5 stars. Thank you for watching, and make sure to subscribe to hear more from us in the future.